Oh, good morning, everybody. Oh my gosh, it's May. It just is crazy, isn't it? We've got like 5 weeks to go, but we can do it. We can. I have faith in you, and if we just keep working, everything's going to be fine. Trying to make it as easy as I can. You just got to try. Remember on my board a long time ago? Try. That's all we got to do is try. And so, proud of all of you that are probably watching this. We're going to make it, okay? So, let's take a look at the homework from Friday. I'll show you the answers that I have, and then we'll do the lesson, and then I'll talk about the fact that we have a test on Wednesday, okay? So here's what I have for lesson 8.5. So these are acute angles, so you can call it EFG, or you can call it HFG, or you even got HFE, 3 angles. Same thing here, there's 3 possible angles. Those are acute angles. Same here, there's 3 possible angles here. It depends on how you see 1, 2, and then 3 is the big one. The full angle here, JKL is that, which is 116. You got to subtract, let's see, if the whole thing's 91, right? If the whole thing's 91, subtract that from 69. You find x and the value of x, then once you get x is 100, you plug, or is 80, x is 80, then you plug that in and you get 100. On this one, you find the value of x and you plug it back in. I don't know what x was. I never solved this one. Well, I could do it real quickly. 5x plus 57 equals x plus 15. I'll do this real quickly. I got a 4x equals... Really? Oh, it's going to be negative? Well, hold on. I'm going to get a negative answer. 5x plus 57 equals x plus 15. That's bad looking 15. We got 4x equals what's 15 minus... X will be negative? Well, hold on, you guys. 15 minus 57 is negative 42. What am I doing? Divided by 4. Negative 10.5. Let me see if I plug that in. I must be doing something wrong. Oh, it's because of 90. I am totally doing it wrong. Duh. Sorry, guys. They added 90. No wonder. My goodness gracious. It's Monday morning for me. I got to wake up. Plus x plus 15 equals 90. There we go. And then you solve for x. 6x plus 57 plus 15. Oh, I'm so embarrassed I was doing this wrong. 90 minus that, minus 72, and I get an answer of 18. X equals 3. There we go. Okay, if the whole thing's 92 and it's bisect, you just cut that in half. Here, again, bisect, you set these equal to and you get a 7x equals 140. X is equal to divide by 220, and plug that in, you get it, okay? Alright. Whew, man. Okay, let's take a look at today's lesson, which is pretty easy. So I'm going to do most of the lesson out of the book because it's pretty easy. So, first of all, let's take a look at some vocabulary for today. And it is 4/20/20. So it's May the 4th. Remember the Star Wars Day, it's called Star Wars Day because May the 4th be with you. I know if you don't get the joke, that's okay. Okay, complementary. These are 2 angles. Complementary, 2 angles that add to 90 degrees. That's what complementary is, to 90 degrees. Any 2 angles that add up to 90 degrees. Supplementary, or any 2 angles that add to 180 degrees. They're just words. Complementary, 2 angles that add up to 90. Supplementary, 2 angles that add up to 180. Adjacent are angles that are next to each other, but they have to share a vertex. Share a vertex. So, example, and they have to be next to each other. Next to each other. Okay, so example. Let me take this piece of paper so you can see. Okay, I'll give you one example. So, I got angle 1 and angle 2. Those are adjacent. They're next to each other. They share a vertex. Okay? Angle 1 and angle 2. These are not adjacent. They are next to each other, but they're not totally next to each other because they don't share the vertex. Okay? Adjacent, yes. Not adjacent. Angle 1 and angle 2. Okay? It's that easy. Linear pair, like the line says, linear line. There are two angles that make a straight line. So it's two angles that make a line. Let me give you a picture of that. So here's a line. They are also adjacent angles. These are a linear pair. These two angles make a straight line. So these two angles are also adjacent. They're also supplementary, okay? And vertical angles are kind of like opposite angles, okay? Two lines like this, they cross and they're opposite angles. So these, another way to call them opposite, but they're really called vertical angles. You see they make a V. See the V for vertical? Anyway, those are opposite angles. Those are called vertical angles. And yeah, there's another pair of them right here. Come on, pen, wait for me. So there's another, that angle. So these two, I would say angle, let me put some numbers up here for you. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 1 and 3, angle 1 and angle 3 are vertical angles, and angle 2, and angle 4 are vertical angles, okay? They're just opposite of each other, called vertical angles, okay? Let's turn the page on the journal, of course. If I'm going too fast, just put it on pause, okay? So here they are again, okay? Adjacent angles, they're right next to each other, common side, common vertex. These are not adjacent angles, not also, those are not vertical angles. Here's a linear pair, okay? They make a straight line. And vertical angles 3 and 6 and 4 and 5. Okay, now I've got actually two little examples I want to do with you. So let me take a look. Okay, so far so good. Okay, example 1. Find x and the angles. Well, when I look at this, I see a linear pair, which means that they have to add up to 180 degrees. So I'll set this up as an equation where I'll take my 3x plus 5 plus my 10x minus 7 and set it equal to 180. Okay. 3x plus 5 plus my 10x minus 7 equals 180. I'll solve. 13x minus 2 equals 180 plus 2 plus 2, 13x equals 182. Divide by 13, right? I don't know, calculator, right? What is 182 divided by 13? And I get an answer of 14. So if x is 14, I've got x. But now if I need the other angles, all angles, I'm going to take my 13, my 14. I'm going to plug it in. So plug 14 into here, and I'll plug 14 into here. So I'll take my 3 times my 14 plus 5. So let the calculator do the work, right? 3 times 14 plus 5. That answer is 47. And I've got two things. I could either subtract from 180 to get the other angle. Okay, I could just say, okay, what's 180 minus that? All right, because if they have to add up to 180, that'd be the fast way to do it. There's 180 minus 47. I get 180 minus 47. I get an answer of 133 degrees. Or you can plug it in, and 14 times 10 is 140 minus 7 is 133. Okay. Last example. Here we go. Here's what I see, 90 degrees, which means they're complementary. So I'm going to take this angle plus this angle and set it equal to 90, okay? So let's take 15x minus 2 plus 7x plus 4 and set it equal to 90, okay? Alright, so 22x plus 2 equals 90. And let's just solve. Minus 2 minus 2. 22x equals 88. Divide by 22, and I think it's going to be 4, right? And so now I take my 4 and plug it in to here and here. So I'll take my 7 times my 4 plus 4. Is that 28 plus 4 is 32. So this angle is 32 degrees. And now I have two choices. I could either plug it in or just subtract from 90. Actually, I think that seems easier. 90 minus 32. Because remember, they have to add up to 90 together. So I'm just going to go, what's 90 minus 32? And I get an answer of 58. Or you can plug your 4 in. 15 times 4 is 60. Minus 2 is 58. Okay, both work. Okay, that's all I have. Now, big thing. Okay, so we're going to have a test on Wednesday. Okay, and then if you are totally caught up, then you get Thursday, Friday, and of course the weekend off. Okay, we're going to make it. Homework today is found on page 245. It's 1 through 9 all. I'll show that. 245. Oh, there it is. 1 through 9. Okay, name pairs of adjacent angles. Name pairs of non-adjacent angles. 36, so it's complemented, would be 90 minus that answer. 90 minus that. Supplementary is just 180 minus that. Adds up to 90, adds up to 180. Linear pair, there we go, there we go. There's lots of linear pairs. Vertical angles, oh I'm sorry, linear pairs, there we go. Vertical angles, and 6 and 7 are 6 and 7 a linear pair, yes or no. Okay, anyway, that's the homework. It should be pretty easy. I will talk to you tomorrow, and we'll see how the week goes.